I'm Robin Kenny.
And I'm George Cox, and we are coming to you today from a pumpkin patch right outside ActonTV studio. Happy first day of October. So what's coming up on the show?
I covered a cover band called Foreigner's Journey, which was really, really fun, and also Woofest with a bunch of dogs. I got to hang out with all these awesome dogs for the day.
And we also have updates from the Senior Center, and right after the break, we have a pedestrian safety video with the Acton Police Department. Remember, slow down. It could be a $200 fine or 6 points on your license. That's on this edition of Talk of the Town. Talk of the Town was invited with the traffic division of the Acton Police Department to go to a very busy intersection off of Massachusetts Ave in West Acton Village for a crosswalk enforcement operation. Led by Detectives Christopher Prehl and John Stackhouse, the results were very surprising.
We target the areas of town that are highly traveled with pedestrians as well as vehicles, and hotspots as we call them. We target the marked crosswalks as opposed to just random spots in town where you'll see people cross the street. One of which we're coming up on now comes out of a path from the school development. There is no marked crosswalk there, and we see people there frequently traveling that area of town, and do advise them that it is not a marked crosswalk, so the motoring public does have the right of way. So we do recommend, again, using the marked crosswalks to safely cross the road. And obviously, as we teach our young children to look and listen before you cross the street, even if you're in a marked crosswalk, just to be on the safe side.
10 seconds in, and we recorded our first violation.
Okay, John, there you go, Toyota. First one right out of the hole. You know, that was the first one. We've been here for less than 2 minutes. We just got set up. We get numerous complaints from this crosswalk down here also. This is the West Acton merchants complain about it, and so do the pedestrians. It's a busy area down here. There's a lot of people walking down Windsor Ave. There's a elderly housing complex down there also. Mass law does state that you have to be 10 feet from the other lane, which, you know, these lanes in Massachusetts are 11 feet 5 inches to 12 feet the travel lanes are. So that, you know, 2 footsteps out in the crosswalk. And what people have to be aware of, you just can't be on the sidewalk near the crosswalk for somebody to stop. You actually have to be in the crosswalk. So I could be standing here all day hoping that somebody's going to stop. Law states you have to be in the marked crosswalk, somebody to stop. Okay, right there on the van. As you see by the stop, I was almost in the middle of the intersection of the roadway, and the gentleman just continued to look straight, and it's like he never saw me in the roadway. Well, you could take the red one. Okay. So there's 4 results that could happen from this motor vehicle stop. Number 1, the officer could give the person a verbal warning. Number 2, we could give them a written warning. Number 3, you could give them a $20 fine under the CMRs in Massachusetts. It's motor vehicle type of law. Or under the Mass Chapter 89, you could give them the $200 fine for the crosswalk. You're in the crosswalk, stop! It wouldn't even stop for you. Well, as you can see by some of the footage that we've taken here today, people just aren't very aware of their surroundings and the pedestrians in the crosswalk. You know, we've given them plenty of time, made eye contact with the motorists when we're trying to cross, and they still drive right by us and give us a look at the last minute. Some of it acknowledge us with a wave, some with a smirk, and some didn't even look at us. Okay, so the 45 minutes, or a little over 45 minutes, we've been here at the intersection of Mass Ave and Windsor Ave. We've had the opportunity to come across 9 motorists that didn't stop myself, the pedestrian, in the crosswalk. John?
So as you can see, this is a continued effort that we have here in Acton amongst everywhere else in the state, but we're fortunate enough that Chris and myself can execute this type of enforcement as opposed to a marked police car sitting at an intersection where mostly everybody will abide by the law. So it's a continued effort that we've been doing for just about 10 years now here in Acton, and obviously it's a growing concern. Within 45 minutes we've had 9 violations.
There's one message I'd like to get across is just be aware of your surroundings. Be aware of the pedestrians in the crosswalk. Be aware of everything that's going around at the time. Everybody's busy these days. You know, the people in the crosswalk sometimes just assume that you see them. We try to educate people of look at the motorists, make sure that they can see you. And every motorist that went by here today, I attempted to make eye contact with them. Some of them never even looked at me, some of them looked at smiled, some of them looked at smirked. But, you know, we need to just be aware of your surroundings.
So thank you to Acton TV and the residents of Acton for watching this, and please again be aware of your surroundings
And stay safe.
Have a great day.
You know, every day I drive by to work and I see this pumpkin patch every year, and it's just so awesome to have all these pumpkins right outside our studio. I'm going to carve one soon and show it to you guys on the Halloween episode of the show. Coming up next, if you're an animal lover, here is Robin's segment with Woofest.
I'm here at Woofest 2018, put on by Buddy Dog. Behind me here is where all the dogs are competing and doing frisbee tricks. It's really cool. The parking lots are full today. Everyone's dogs are getting along. It's a beautiful fall day, a little sunny for us here. So let's go talk to some people and check it out.
About your beauty, you got me up in the clouds, and you were so good to me, you got me up in the clouds, well you got me daydreaming, when my hopes are up in the clouds, now you got me daydreaming, and my hopes are up in the clouds.
I'm here with Jamie and Sharon. Can you tell me a little bit about your business?
Okay, we are from Sudbury right now, and we're moving from Sudbury to Hudson. We have a half-a-day doggy daycare. Our hours are 7 to 1, and we have lots of fun dogs that come to play every day.
And what's your favorite part of doing this job?
The dogs. The dogs all day. They have so much fun, and they go home tired and happy, and it's great.
Do you have your own dog?
Yes, I do. I have 2 border collies.
Oh, wow. Well, thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
It just seems, forget these southern girls, I just want to give you my all. I think about your kisses, you got me up in the clouds, and you're so easy to miss, my missus, to keep me up in the clouds.
I'm here with Annie and Christina, and they're volunteers. And can you tell me about your cause?
We are a nonprofit organization based out of Southbridge, and it's all foster-based, all over New England, up to North Carolina.
And what's the great thing about this program? What have you seen?
So we take in dogs of all kinds, rescue, owner surrenders, dogs from high kill shelters. We just take in everybody, and we do a great job of making sure we find the right fit.
My business is Tug and Go, repurposed fire hose, dog toys, handcrafted by me, a Boston firefighter. I take repurposed fire hose, turn it into something that is a useful, durable product.
I'm here with Michael, who had a hand in organizing this event with Buddy Dog. Michael, tell me a little bit about how this came to be.
So this is our 8th annual Woofest Festival. So 8 years ago, we celebrated Buddy Dog's 50th anniversary, and we wanted to celebrate it by putting on, a giant festival where people can celebrate their dogs.
You got me up in the clouds, and you were so good to me. You keep me up in the clouds. 1, 2, 3, and the way your love comes shining through, I see it up in the clouds. And the way your love comes shining through, I see it up in the clouds. And I don't want to call six with you, I'm up in the clouds. Well, you got me daydreaming, hey, I'm up in the clouds. Well, your heart's scheming. Yes, I'm up in the clouds. Well, I'm doing it for your love. I'm up in the clouds.
We had a great day at Woofest. Thanks to Buddy Dog for putting this all on. We will see you next year. Robin Kenny, Acton TV. Here's John Mangiarotti at the Senior Center for their 1-year anniversary.
Hi, this is John Mangiarotti. I'm reporting live from the Acton Human Services and Senior Center facility. We're in the middle of a beautiful event today called the Open House, celebrating 1 year in this facility. We have a great lineup of speakers. We have a lot of different programs that we're promoting, and it's been a great turnout, and we're going to show you some of the activities of today, and thank you for being here. I want to recognize the employees that are here and working to provide services to the public, the department heads that work here, Sharon Mercurio from Council on Aging, Doug Halley from Transportation, James McCrae, Veterans, Heather York from Nursing, Laura Ducharme, Community Services, and Aaliyah and Jackie from the Jail Diversion and Domestic Violence Network. Thank you all for being here. And I'd like to welcome the Board of Selectmen Chair, Katie Green.
Thank you, John, and thank you for having us today and for organizing this wonderful 1-year celebration. I was saying this past year has really flown by, and it's amazing to see how much activity now there is in the building and everything that's going on. And anytime I've stopped by here for an event, it's just great to see. It was an idea of our former town manager and a number of town staff to try to combine the Senior Center along with a number of our human services operations, and it's been incredibly successful. I hear from our nursing director all the time about how much more she's able to do with the seniors and the public being right there, and people can stop in and talk to her. They've been able to increase the number of clinics that they offer and get more flu shots out to folks. I know that the veteran services officer mentioned to me today that now people can actually find where he is instead of having to describe what the heck the red building next to town hall is, and people can stop by and just drop in and meet him. So it's a really wonderful building that we have here, and it's all the people in it that make it run so well. And we're just incredibly grateful to all of them and to all of you who stop by. So I hope that many of you can, as John said, take a look at some of the services that are offered in this building as well as in other parts of town today, and enjoy and just celebrate 1 year of a really successful partnership here, and hopefully we'll have many, many more. So thank you all so much for coming, and enjoy the day.
I want to give you 5 quick drive-bys and then turn the mic over. Things that I was asked, what's the next cutting edge things? What do we should be looking at? One of the big things we're looking at right now is food stamps. And across the Commonwealth who are eligible for what's called the SNAP program. And right now we have 18 communities that are field testing a project where they get reimbursed for filling out SNAP applications. So I mentioned this to Sharon, and the rest of you should take a look at that. That's a way of providing a little bit of income, but more importantly, it provides a little bit of resources for an older adult or even the families that might be struggling. The other thing that's coming our way that we need to be aware of is this Real ID, a federal mandate. It's going to have a direct impact. You're going to need to have some Social Security, birth certificates, et cetera, to get your Real ID. And there could be a role for this agency, this cohort of businesses in that. We know that our friend Michelle Alex lives here in town, so we can maybe figure out a way. But we're going to need to help all 1.7 million older adults in the Commonwealth get their Real IDs. So I just want to put that out there, that we might have a role for COAs in that. The other things we talked about are age-friendly. I mentioned that last year. I'm glad to see that you're moving forward on a regional basis. I think that's wonderful. We provide the support, we provide the best practices, that we steer you towards some additional money. But the concept around age-friendly is literally to put on lenses and to take a look at every project, every service that a city or town does with the lenses of an older adult. If I'm going to build a new park, is it friendly to an older adult? If I'm going to provide a new service in town hall, is it friendly? Is our paperwork, is our signing up for our property taxes, et cetera, are those all older adult friendly? So we are glad that the town is moving forward on that. We think there's a lot of wins there for everyone. And our piece of that the state association is in charge of is the dementia-friendly piece of that. Why is that important? Well, dementia is widespread in the Commonwealth. Early onset depression, early onset Alzheimer's is increasing. And we know that the older adult, someone who is 85 and older, has probably started on the continuum. And what we need to do is to make sure that our communities put on that age-friendly, but now dementia-friendly lens and look at everything that we provide, whether it's at a bank or the CVS or in town hall or with our public servants. We have to make sure that everybody is keeping in mind that we could encounter someone who is expressing or showing signs of dementia, and how we service and work with that person, how we provide the needed programs that they need, are something that we as public servants, as the councils on aging, should be looking at.
Yeah, well, I think one of the challenges for any community with seniors is, getting people out of their silos and learning what kind of services they need. So this human service and senior center, connects veterans, connects the nursing service, connects people that might have other needs outside of just being a senior, and it brings it all home. It also provides a nicer space for people that maybe are alone at home to come out and have lunch or do exercise class or benefit from the many programs here at the COA. So it's great to see, and it's great to see it's been such a success in just 1 year.
Okay, this is a very special occasion today here at the COA Center. I've already had my flu shot. I've spoken to the police chief and the fire chief. And congratulations to Sharon on a great program here. John?
Yeah, it's a great crew. It's a great building. I mean, one of the bonuses is we have several town-related departments that are housed here, all on one wing and in nice offices. It's a great place to work. It's a great place to visit. And, seniors are using it, and it's great.
We are, right?
Yeah, we are, yeah.
Really excited about this new senior center. People didn't think people would come to it, but we have huge amounts of people and wonderful new programs. And Carol Lake was involved years ago with the senior center.
I was the first Council on Aging director way back when, and we had inadequate space for a long time. I'm very appreciative that the town has established this place for many, many people. Barbara?
And we're grateful for the work you do to set us up.
Right. Okay, I'm Barb Wilson, and I worked hard to get the Senior Center going too, as the chairman of the Council on Aging before Bonnie Lobel. So we're all thrilled, okay? Back to you, lady.
And we love Acton TV. Acton TV is so wonderful for the seniors in publicizing our events. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Al Van Morik to tell you about a few of the things going on in October at the Acton Senior Center. Consider this your invitation to come to the center at 30 Sudbury Road. It's open Monday through Friday from 8 to 5. People come to the Senior Center for all sorts of reasons. Many come to take part in the incredible programs and classes that are offered. Others come to learn a new skill or to get in shape by taking one of our 15 weekly exercise classes. The dining room is open every weekday morning on a drop-in basis. You could play a game of cards or Scrabble, work on your own craft project, or borrow an iPad. You could also simply stop by to meet and talk to an old friend, or even make a new one. In October, the good people of Art Matters will return to present a series on American art. During the lively and engaging program, you will learn about various art forms and artists. But at the end of the class, the artwork will cover an entire wall. If music is more to your liking, you should check out an uncupping series on opera. Every Wednesday in October, Ben Sears will use video clips and recordings of some of the greatest performances in the world as he explains what makes this genre so special. At the end of the month, on Tuesday, October 30th, actor and storyteller George Capriccio will return for part 2 of his Albert Einstein performance. Einstein is known for his scientific genius, but he has also had a great passion for social justice. This performance will focus on Einstein's later years as an outspoken rebel with a cause. This is a must-see in October. George's first performance got rave reviews. You won't want to miss it. Those are just a few of the options coming up in the next month. You can get details on everything I've mentioned today and a whole lot more in the monthly bulletin. Whatever you do, get out and enjoy yourself in this great fall season. For the Council on Aging, I'm Al Van Morik. Thank you for watching.
I had the chance to see a great cover band at Nara Park. If you ever get a chance to see a band there, do anything at Nara Park, go for it because it's beautiful. Got a lot of cool 80s songs coming up.
Some friend of ours invited us over.
Yeah.
Do you like 80s music?
I love 80s music. Yeah.
Well,
can you tell?
And what are you excited about tonight? Anything special?
Foreigner songs, yeah.
Are you guys having fun tonight?
Yeah,
absolutely.
What did you come here to see?
We came here to see a Foreigner Journey cover band.
Are you into 80s music?
Hell yeah! I grew up in the 80s.
Who is it? Are you
Yeah.
ready to rock tonight?
Yeah, we're ready to rock tonight.
Are you ladies ready to rock tonight?
Yeah.
We're from Westford.
Westford, Mass. How'd you find out about this?
We got married at a Foreigner concert when we were much younger.
No way.
Yeah, so now we came back for this. That's what we're doing.
It really is. That's what we're doing.
Do you like Foreigner or Journey better?
You know what? I'm not sure. I'll have to tell you after tonight. I have to replay it all in my mind.
Yeah.
Journey, what's the song? The wheels on the sky keep turning. I think that's the name of the song.
In the sky.
It's nice to see you're still in love.
Yeah, we are.
Oh, here we go.
Show tonight. Keith, can you tell me about the name of your band? You picked two big bands and put them together. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yes, the band is called Foreigner's Journey, playing nothing but the best hits of both Ford and Journey.
Great show.
I mean, they're all good, but probably this one will be the best one.
Oh, of course,
Whatever
because they're in Boston.
whatever show we're at
Acton,
is the best show.
Whatever show we're at is the best show. And do you play strictly Journey and Foreigner songs, or do you do other 80s songs?
We are truly, purely Foreigner Journey. However, we'll kind of like mash up one of our other songs and kind of give somebody some Led Zeppelin little song.
Oh,
Right, yeah.
that's
So-
cool.
so we have
fun. And that's what I noticed too. Your voice, like, you're really singing. Like you could, you gotta be careful about your vocal cords.
You know, I think it's just the right register, the right everything. Generally, even after 2.5 hours in a night, I'm still okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
so that's just where you're meant to sing.
I think so. I mean, they might beg to differ, right?
Yeah. It seems like you guys have a lot of fun. I'm really excited to hear more.
Yes.
And then a little bit. We haven't heard anything from the drummer. What are you excited about tonight?
Well, I'm excited to give the people what they came here to see, which is just a great show with great energy, and hopefully everybody leaves here with, good memory.
And is there a favorite song that you like to have your little drum solo, or any of your favorite songs tonight?
They're all my favorite.
Oh, that's a political response.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up with that, Art? And our bass player, Joe, he lives like super close to here, correct?
Joe, where do you live?
I live in Shirley, Mass.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I get the easy commute tonight. So yeah.
Tonight.
Don't call him
Shirley.
Tonight, yeah.
He's he's local, and he works for Comcast.
Are we
Little
plugging
plug.
Comcast?
Yeah, we're plugging him. He's a sales rep for Comcast. So come on, call in Comcast.
You have a business card? We can
Call me.
That's right.
Should have worn a shirt.
Call Joe, like a banner drops it out.
There goes my sales now. I just completely just.
You're welcome, buddy.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I love you.
I'll take it.
Well,
Okay.
I'm sure excited for tonight more now than I was before.
Come on!
Thank you.
Well, Robin, that looked like a cool time at Narrow Park.
It was so much fun. We had a great time.
And the band sounded great. So remember, if you have a story idea, or maybe you want us to come out and film your event, you can drop us a line at
ActonTV.org.
and connect with us on all our social media. We'd like to thank you for watching this edition of Talk of the Town. And we're just going to hang out and get some sun here.
Yeah, it is very hot.
Thank you for watching.